Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel today. Today we're gonna just have a quick conversation about, you guessed it, our first female chancellor's first budget, or should we call it the business budget, or how to stitch the country up. Okay, so what has the wonderful Rachel Reeves of the Labour Party done for all of us with all these tax cuts, or as the Labour Party promised at the election, we will not put any of your taxes up. So what has she actually done for us all? Because as I'm sure you've heard here in all the leaks that have been coming out recently, you know, depending on what party you want to listen to, there are going to be tax cuts, there aren't going to be tax cuts. So has she actually put our taxes up, or she kept them the same, or cut them? So this is what she's actually said for us today. So Rachel Reeves says the budget will raise taxes by 40 billion as she announces an increase in national insurance contributions for employers from April. So that's a nice thing for all the employers around the country. They're going to be paying a bit more in tax. Now, a lot of people may say, does that really matter? Well, unfortunately, it will matter, because national insurance for the employers is going to go up by 1.2%. Okay, and added on to that, she's also, because she's so nice to businesses, is going to reduce the threshold for when they start paying that tax from £9,100 down to £5,000. So the easy argument to put there is employers are going to have less money to spend to employ more people, because they're going to be paying it out in tax to the government for the government's coffers. So unfortunately, it is going to matter a little bit. Okay, so what have we got next? And also a surprise move, the Chancellor has said that they're going to freeze income tax and national insurance thresholds, and it will not be extended beyond 2028, which says will avoid hurting working people. I very much doubt that's going to happen. Amongst other announcements, there's going to be an increase in capital gains tax, a freeze on fuel duty next year, and the introduction of VAT on private school fees. Now, according to the government, 94% of all students are in state schools. So this is only going to affect approximately 6% of kids that are in private schools as things stands at the moment. Don't actually know how much that's actually going to raise, but obviously that starts in January next year. She's also going to increase the minimum wage, which comes into effect in April, and pledges, and this is the one that a lot of people are going to actually quite like. Okay, she's going to reduce alcohol, the duty on draft alcohol in the pubs by a whole 1p. Okay, so that's at least one nice thing that she's done for all of us. And on spending, Reeves announces a 22.6 billion increase in the day-to-day health budget and a 5 billion in-house building investment, and confirms that funding has now been secured to extend HS2 all the way to London Euston Station. Now, what can we say about that? Now, when you got your health secretary saying that even with this increase in his budget, it ain't going to out diddly squat. So, what can I really say? You know, I'd love to say, you know, oh, this is going to be great, extra money. You know, I have to use the NHS on a regular basis, you know, due to my own personal health conditions. You know, I've been admitted into hospital this year with pneumonia. You know, it wasn't exactly the most pleasant experience coming down with pneumonia. So I can admit that, the NHS do a fantastic job. All the nursing staff and all the doctors and everything. You know, I might not be here still if it hadn't been for them. I didn't even know I had pneumonia. I just thought I had a chest infection, to be honest. But obviously I'm going a bit off subject. You know, so the question is, if the 22 billion pounds isn't going to help, which it was even said under the previous the Conservative government it wasn't going to help, what do they actually need? What actually needs to be done within the NHS? Because this has been going on for so long, you know, just keep on throwing money at it. So what does actually need to be done to actually fix the NHS and all the problems? You know, maybe we'll get a report out from the Health Secretary in the coming weeks or months, more likely years, and we might actually find that out. So they're the main things that have been announced. Obviously, we will put out some videos a bit later on in the day with, you know, some of the other things, you know, with, you know, that are going to affect people. Like if you fly, you know, they've said they're going to put a reduction of cost of flying. Obviously, they're also going to increase it if you're going private and everything. So we will put out a few more videos. For now, thanks for listening. If you have enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the video and obviously give us a like and share. But for now, thanks for listening, and we'll speak to you again a bit later.